So I had an outline for this video, but some technical difficulties, and I had recorded a video and I thought I didn't need the outline anymore, so I deleted it and it wasn't a saved document. Hey everybody, how's it going? So I'm just going to mention a couple of things before I get into the actual video. So I know I said I had a video where I went and showed the airport, that all ready and edited and just, ready to be put on YouTube. And, I was just waiting until I could use the blur tool on YouTube and yada, yada, yada. Well, the longer I waited to put that video up, the more I realized that I hated it. It was a pretty poorly put together video. It had very poor audio quality. I don't think I really showed the stuff around the airport all that well. I went ahead and recorded some new footage, and basically I'm just going to do a voiceover of that footage so that way it'll actually have good audio and overall will just be a lot better video. Second, I want to mention that I'm going to be straying away from this format that I've been doing. On Sunday I did this, and on Monday I did that, and Tuesday I did this, that general thing, because, I end up saying a lot of the same things, kind of, in general. I say, not really much happened on Monday. On Tuesday, I went flying. On Wednesday, yeah, it gets kind of boring and repetitive, I think. I hear other people enjoy these videos, and they think they're funny, but I don't know. I want to change the format a little bit and not concentrate so much on each individual day as more of like just the generalness of the week, what happened during the week. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Also, you may notice the camera quality is not as good, and you can actually see the microphone here. Well, that's because I had been using my digital camera for this, and there was a quite convenient spot I could put it up on my desk here, but that camera uses batteries, and with a digital camera it uses up quite a bit of power. So I've gone back to using my webcam here, which is not as good, but I feel that hopefully the audio quality is just about as good. I don't know. Also, I'm sorry if I start looking off in another direction, because filming this way, I actually can see myself. I can see the video as what's being recorded, so I have a tendency to look at that. Okay, so I guess I'll just get into what's been going on this week. So one thing I want to mention is that the college happens to have a GoPro, which I just so happen to have with me at this moment. And I will be able to use the GoPro for making some videos and stuff, so that'll be pretty cool. The only thing is that they didn't have a charger for it or a way to mount it to the airplane. But thankfully, both problems have been solved. So something really fun that I did this week is contra dancing. Now, some of you might be wondering, what the heck is contra dancing? Well, contra dancing is basically square dancing, but in a line dancing formation. It's just a cross between the two, and it's really fun. So now you're probably wondering where the heck I went contra dancing. Well, I'm not exactly sure who it was that was putting the dance on. There's this thing called a shindig, and it was like a get-together of homeschoolers from across several states, and yeah, I'm not entirely sure, but they were having contra dancing one night. Well, it was actually a couple of different nights, but I was too busy on one of the nights to go. So anyway, one of the nights I was free and they were doing it, I went to go contra dancing. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. This week I started my instrument training, that is flying, actually getting to fly in the airplane, because I have been doing the instrument ground school, ever since week 1 that I've gotten here. And I've also done some work in the simulator, and if you've been watching my videos, you know how much I hate the simulator. But this week I actually got to go flying in the airplane, doing instrument work. Yeah, I'd say it was pretty fun. There was only really a couple of problems. One of them being that my foggles, gosh dang it, I got up to go look for my foggles so I could have a funny visual gag, but I must have left the things at the airport. Been leaving a lot of things at the airport recently. My watch, my sunglasses. But the other problem that we encountered was that the attitude indicator, if you don't know what the heck that is, just Google it, was not working properly. It was just flopped over and it wasn't working. So if we were doing actual instrument flying, not simulated instrument flying, then we wouldn't have gone. It did, however, start working once we got up in the air. Now, one of you asked me if I could talk about the people that I'm meeting, my roommates, classmates, teachers, things, just people I meet. So I guess I could tell you a little bit about my two roommates. So first off, there's Austin, who likes to make fun of me for a variety of things, from having not seen Shrek to not liking the James Bond movies, but whatever. I can deal with that. And then there's Matt, who is very, very tall. Not the tallest person I know, but he is very tall. So both Austin and Matt like the cold, because Austin, he's from Indiana, and Matt is from Idaho, so they're both very used to the cold. And it's kind of annoying whenever it gets cold here, because it has been kind of chilly. It'll get down to like 40 degrees or something like that. But whenever it gets cold, they open the windows and just let it get cold in here. So that can be kind of annoying. I think after a while they do get sick of it and they shut the windows. So it's not too big of a deal. I mean, it's going to be warm soon anyway, and they tell me it's miserable in the summer. It's so hot. I feel like I'll do a lot better than they will, because they seem to like the cold a lot more than me. So I don't know. I'll probably just do the slightest bit better with dealing with the heat. So there you go. There's a little bit about my two roommates. Sorry I couldn't really tell you more. Like I said, I had an outline for this video, but technical difficulties and stuff, and having to reshoot, and just going off the top of my head again. So I guess a couple things you could be praying for. Midterm is this week, and so I have a bunch of tests and papers to write. Well, not a bunch, I guess. I have some tests and some papers to write. But if you just want to pray that I will be able to stay awake while studying and writing and stuff, and just that I'll do well enough to pass. And then the other thing, I found out it takes me about a month to start getting homesick. That kind of just snuck up and then hit me in the face this past week. And so had be affected for a couple of days. It's not really affecting me now. I feel it'll probably come again sometime here. Yeah, I guess just pray that I'll be able to cope and it won't bother me too much. But Mom, Dad, just want to let you know I do miss you. So see, Dad, don't get offended when I don't miss you for a couple days when you've been at work. Okay? Just takes me a while for me to miss people. Alright, I think that's about it that I got to say. Again, sorry that this video's quality wasn't all that good. See y'all next week.